Thank you so much and welcome. Stephan Piscano here, guys. And in a moment, I'm going to tell you how you can own a property in Denver, Colorado, one of the most sought after parts of the downtown area with seller financing. I'm going to share with you how you can own a triplex in Draper, Utah with 2.9% down payment with seller financing. We're going to showcase a property in Las Vegas Country Club that's nearly 4,000 square feet that you can buy for about $500,000 below what it comps out at. And for fun, we're going to show you a vacation destination in the mountains there in North Carolina that's owned by some friends of mine as well that I think you're going to enjoy. So sounds probably crazy. It sounds like YouTube nonsense. I promise you it is not. If you've seen any of our other content before, or if you were one of our many partners around the country and around the world, you know it's not. Vacation Wealth Partners, we are the largest buyer of seller financed income producing properties in the country. We personally, as a group, own nearly 100 individual luxury vacation properties and hotels around the United States of America. This is something we've been doing for 20 years. And the last 12 months, we've spent a lot of emphasis on trying to grow out our YouTube channel. And what's been exciting for me, and it's really a blessing that I'm grateful for, is in all the things we've tried the last 12 months with giving away free stays at some of our own properties to lots of educational content, teaching young and old real estate investors how to calculate a capitalization rate or a cash on cash return or how to negotiate seller finance deals. Out of all this stuff, by far and away, the videos that we've done that perform the best are when we're showcasing our own individual investment property partnership opportunities, which is great. I'm glad that everybody in my network, we've got so many savvy investors in the network that you would much rather see actual investment opportunities and hot deals, even more than us giving away free stuff. So in honor of that, we're doing what's hopefully going to be a weekly hot property showcase. And what that means is all the properties that I'm going to share with you today, these are not owned by us or me. They are not anything that we're putting out as a partnership opportunity with the typical Vacation Wealth Partners structure. These are just hot deals that are either owned by friends of mine or business associates of mine, or just deals that I personally have searched that for whatever reason didn't make sense for our model, but I still think it's a great deal. So we're giving you access to the actual real estate investment opportunities that I personally have vetted. Still do your own due diligence, do your own research. We are not wholesaling these. These are not wholesale deals. I'll say that again. Nobody on our side is making a commission on these. These are just hot deals that we find interesting and exciting. We're sharing that access and that opportunity with you. If you do have interest in any of these, comment below. We'll explain to you how to put you in touch directly with the seller, and you can negotiate, do your own research from there. But I really hope you enjoy it, guys. And if you do enjoy it enough and we get enough positive response, we'll do this every week, hopefully. The best way that you can support our channel, guys, the best way that you can support free access to incredible investment opportunities in the real estate sector like this is by subscribing. If you want to see more opportunities like this, please subscribe and join our community here on YouTube, LinkedIn, or any of our other platforms. We are the largest buyer of seller financed income producing properties in the country. We own soon to be more than 100 individual luxury vacation properties all around the country. This is all we do, and we're grateful for the opportunity to share that with you and our network as we continue to grow and prosper together and explain how you can be a part of it. So thank you again, guys, so much. I hope you enjoy it. And now we'll get into the property showcase. Stephan Piscano here, guys, with Vacation Wealth Partners. In a moment, I'm going to share with you some off-market opportunities that you won't see anywhere else. This is something that we've never done before, guys, and it's something that we've talked about doing for really several years now. Hot investment opportunities that are not our deals. Every property that I'm going to show you today is a property that I have vetted to some extent, owned or listed by someone that I have a personal relationship with, that I know. It might be somebody like yourself listening to this right now that's a member of our network that reached out to me and sent me a deal, and we vetted it enough to think it's a quality deal. All of the properties are going to have some seller financing aspect to it. If you have interest in any of these properties, we would direct you to the seller or the listing next agent of that property, and you would work with them one-on-one. To kick it off, I've got some pretty shocking deals here for us today, guys. We've got one property that you're going to see up on the screen here in a moment in Denver, Colorado, which is one of my favorite cities in the United States. It is listed, but it is not listed offering seller financing. It's because of the relationship that I have with the seller that we would be able to get you access to negotiate a seller finance transaction on this one as well. I've also got one that's a seller carry deal from a friend of mine who we bought properties from and that he personally owns, and I've known him for several years. So that one's a triplex in Draper, Utah, that can actually be picked up with a ridiculously low down payment. I mean, shockingly low. We're talking 3% or less than 3% down. So that one, you're going to want to stay tuned for that. And then lastly, we've got a lot because we wanted to have some variety. I've got a real wacky, real incredible deal, a cash or traditional finance deal that is $450,000 to $600,000 below market value on a luxury home in the Las Vegas Country Club. So we've got a little bit of something for everybody here today. If you have interest in joining on any of these properties or purchasing any of these properties as an individual, you can reach out to me at stephanpiscano.com with the property of interest, or even better and faster, just comment below which city you're interested in, whether that's Draper, Utah, Denver, Colorado, Las Vegas, Nevada, any one of those, and we'll reach out to you. We'll put you in touch direct with the seller, or the owner of the property, and you can negotiate terms from there. Some of these already have pre-negotiated terms as well. Again, this is just a benefit to you, sharing access to some of the incredible opportunities we get access to. So let's get into it, guys. The first property I'm going to showcase for you, bring this up on the screen here. Again, this one is in Denver, Colorado. Incredibly beautiful modern condo here. I'm going to scroll through the photos a little bit here, and then we'll get into the nuts and bolts. But you can see this is very high end, and this is on Zuni, which is really one of the premier locations near downtown Denver there, really close to the stadium. If you're in town for a Broncos game or a Denver Nuggets game, this is pretty much going to be walking or short taxi ride to wherever you're looking to go. Some of the best dining in Denver as well. Ironically enough, my brother used to live in Denver for a couple of years. And when I went to visit him in, I guess, about 2018, 2019, he actually lived 2 blocks down or 2 doors down from this exact property. And so I personally, just in walking with him, probably right around this street here, walked by this property at the time. And I remember thinking, gosh, what a nice area. And on that trip, that's a perfect example of it, because we were able to walk to every restaurant we went to on that short trip and had a great time doing it. So let me give you the nuts and bolts here. So you can see this one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. One of those being a full bath, the other 3/4. This is at 2880 Zuni Street, Unit 404, Denver, Colorado. A little under 1,100 square feet, and it's listed at $839,000. As you can see, it does not mention seller financing in the listing. So if you want seller financing on this one, which to me is what takes it from being a great deal to an exceptional deal, then you'd want to reach out to us and we can put you in touch with the seller directly on that. And it also comes fully furnished, as you can see looking at the photos. Very modern furnishings, which I think complement the property perfectly. And the biggest thing about this one, guys, the number one thing that makes this a shocking rarity is that it's actually approved for short-term vacation rental, short-term occupancy, which anybody who knows anything about Denver, Colorado knows that's extremely hard to get that approval. It's a big rarity. Usually you have to have some type of a loophole or some type of way to get around those regularities. But with this one, it's just turnkey. It's ready to go. And I've explored some of the numbers that it's done on a rental revenue basis with the seller. I'll let them share that with you directly, but they are extremely impressive. When you find an area like this, and I can tell you as somebody investing in some of the prime markets all around the country for vacation rentals, when you have an area like a Denver, like a Orange County, California. Portland, Oregon is the hardest one actually. But when you have these areas where, or even Tahoe, where we've got a few units, where they have regulations for the vast majority of the city to where they do not allow short-term rentals, which is the case with Denver, with most of the properties you're going to find there. If you are among the select few that for whatever reason, whether you're grandfathered in, which is my understanding is the case with this one, or whether you find some loophole, if you are in that minority where you can do short-term, not only does it give you a massive advantage because of supply and demand, but it gives you a massive advantage on your overall net operating income and your NOI at the end of the day, because you're going to get higher rates because of supply and demand. Your occupancy rates are going to run higher because there's just less to choose from. People that want that experience as opposed to hotel when they're on the road, they want to actually be in a home that they can be comfortable in, have that extra space for a family or just that extra space for a romantic getaway as a couple. If you're the only one or you're among the select few, you're going to run 10 to 15% higher on an annual occupancy rate than you would with most properties. So this one's a hot one, guys. Highly recommend it. Again, if you have interest in this property, go ahead and comment Denver down below, or feel free to email me, Stephan at stephanpiscano.com, or feel free, if you want, you can reach out to the list agent as well. You see their information on the screen here. But if you want the seller financing aspect of it, I think you're going to do better off coming direct to us. We'll put you directly in touch with the seller and you can negotiate that with her. So hope you enjoy this one, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll get into the other properties. If you enjoyed this showcase, guys, and you want to see more like it, then please subscribe to Vacation Wealth Partners. And again, we're going to be doing this every week if we get enough interest. So thank you so much. All right, guys, Stephan Piscano back with you here. This is property number 2 of our property showcase of the week. This is the triplex I mentioned at the top in Draper, Utah. You can see the address here. So let me show you the photos on this one, guys, then I'll get into the nuts and bolts. But you can see it is a triplex, as I mentioned, kind of a unique layout. So total, we got 8 beds, 4 baths, and a little under 3,500 square feet. You can see it's listed for $835,000 on the purchase price. Killer view. And for those of you that don't know Utah, Draper is kind of one of more of the higher end suburbs of Salt Lake City. This is the main unit for this property. Again, beautiful view of the mountain, incredible view of the city at night. Great shape, great views throughout, large windows, nice deck, again with the great view. So this one on the layout, what makes it technically a triplex, it has the large individual home unit, which you see in photos of here. Then it's got this secondary unit, which is a converted garage unit, I believe, but you can confirm that with the seller if you have interest. So this is that extra unit here, which is roughly 1,000 square feet for that individual unit. You can see the photos there. And then up top, probably having the best view, is the studio unit, which is on top of that garage unit. You can see each unit has their own separate entrance. If you can see my mouse on the screen, you've got the front door entrance for the main unit. You've got the down low entrance here for the converted unit. And then you've got up top for the studio, which that one's about 600 square feet, I believe, give or take. So great income producing asset. Here's some photos of the interior of that studio unit. A lot of work's been done on this one. And your great proximity to the park and the community, incredibly safe area, family area, great consistent long-term rental. The terms on this one are the best part, which I'm going to share with you in a moment. I mean, the terms are just shocking, honestly. And I was going to buy this one myself. Since this one's not a vacation rental, it didn't make sense for our model. That's the only reason that I'm not buying it or the company's not buying it. But the terms were just too good not to put out there to the network. So on this one, we'll get off of the photos here. Again, purchase price $835,000. So because I was personally considering purchasing this one, you basically are inheriting the terms that I already negotiated. Again, it's not under contract. This is not a wholesale deal, but it might as well. Basically, it's a wholesale deal without anybody making a commission on it because I'm just passing along the terms that I had negotiated to you if you had interest in this property. So what makes it so incredible on the terms, and this is a seller finance deal, the $835,000 purchase price, your down payment on this one is $25,000, which is just insane. So do the math on that. $25,000 down on an $834,000 property. So 1% of 834 is $8,340. Times that by 3 would be roughly 25,000. So you've got slightly under like a 2.9% down payment. This is as close to a no down payment deal as you're typically ever going to find. I believe one of the units, maybe two, are rented right now off the top of my head. Again, you can confirm that and get all the detailed facts. One thing I do have to disclose that was disclosed to me that makes it a little bit unique and why it was a hard one for me personally to have make sense is it does require one of the units to legally be owner occupied to be able to rent out the other units. That's one of the reasons that the seller's selling the property, and that's one of the reasons it didn't make sense for me. But if you're somebody, either you're in Utah or you have a family member in Utah or you have somebody that could rent the studio, you can be any of the 3 units, doesn't have to be the largest one. You can have it be owner occupied with that one unit, whichever one of the 3 makes the most sense for your individual circumstances, rent out the other 2, and that's basically going to cover your mortgage, and then you're going to have a great long-term appreciating cash flow asset here. So if you do have interest in this one, guys, again, this is not one of the Vacation Wealth Partners deals. This is just a hot deal that I know the seller on that we're showcasing this week. So you can reach out either to me at stephan@stephanpiscano.com or comment Draper in the comments below, and I'll put you in touch, the seller on this one and agent, and he can give you all the details and disclosures there as well. But unique property, and that's why the terms are so great. Usually when you get terms that are that off the charts, there's usually something wacky with it, and there is with this one. But if it has to fit your personal circumstances, but if it does, and you have a way to make that make sense with the owner occupancy requirement, then you're not going to find many similar caliber cash flow deals with such a low entry point to that extent. So highly recommend this one as well. Again, guys, if you want to see more properties like this and have a weekly property showcase, please subscribe to the channel and give us your feedback on what areas you'd like us to target, and we can search for you because it's fun. And, all right, we're going to do one more video here that you should see popping up on your screen, which will be the Las Vegas property, and that's going to be the prettiest of all of them. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next video. Again, all the properties we're talking about today are not directly affiliated with Vacation Wealth Partners. These are not partnership opportunities or properties we own. These are also not wholesale deals. Nobody's taking a commission on this, at least nobody on my side anyway. These are just hot deals that are affiliated through us, through my personal network of friends and partners, properties that are either owned by somebody I know personally or I have a business relationship with. They've been vetted by me to some extent. Most or all offer seller financing, and I believe they are incredible deals. So this one is our probably prettiest property of the day. I don't know, between this one and Denver. This is a home in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's actually in Las Vegas Country Club. And this one is actually under contract, as you can see on the listing here, by a close friend of mine that I've known for about 5-6 years. Show you the photos as always. As you can see on the screen, this one's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, almost 3,400 square feet. Incredible pool, my gosh. And for those of you that know Vegas a little bit, Las Vegas Country Club, you are right in the heart of everything. This property actually has a view of the golf course. You're looking at the casinos, and you got the water there surrounding the golf course and surrounding the property. It's just a picturesque, classic, old school Las Vegas setting. And actually, this property is right by the part of the golf course where they have the helicopter from the famous movie Casino. One of my favorites. Just a beautiful, beautiful setting, beautiful property. And as you can see, they're from your private deck, very secluded, very private. So you can see the golf course, but they can't stare at you. Looking at your beautiful pool. Las Vegas Country Club, actually the very first property that I ever purchased in Las Vegas, or at least one of them anyway, was a 1-bedroom condo in Las Vegas Country Club. And so I know this area extensively. We've owned a couple hundred units in Vegas over the years. And this one, which if you have interest, will get you all the comps so you can verify this yourself. But this one is about anywhere from $400,000 to $600,000, believe it or not, below what it should comp out at. Unfortunately, the seller on this one is in extremely bad health and basically just had to take whatever cash offer they could get to close this. I believe they're on hospice right now, unfortunately, and this is all very sad, but this is just the circumstances that led to this deal. And it does need a little bit of upgrades, in my opinion, as you can see from the interior photos, but the bones, the location, just the pure sheer size of this one at almost 3,400 square feet in such a pristine community like Las Vegas Country Club. You put about 20 to 50,000 into this one, you're going to have a house that you're going to be selling for $1 million plus is what the comps indicate, which again, we'll share with that. So I'm not a flip guy. I haven't been a flip guy for about almost 20 years here when I did a lot of flips in Detroit during the last crash. So it's not really a fit for me because I'm a long-term cash flow guy, as are most of our partners with Vacational Partners. But if you're somebody that has access to the cash and is looking for a short-term upside, this one is an incredible one to buy. My friend and partner who has it in escrow right now, again, as you can see under contract, he plans to buy it, upgrade it, and flip it. He's also extremely familiar with the Las Vegas area and specifically Las Vegas Country Club. So he's prepared to do that, but he would be willing to take on either a partner to share in this or sell it outright at a smaller profit, in which case then it would become a wholesale deal. But if you have interest in this one, guys, comment Las Vegas or Las Vegas Country Club down in the comments. We'll get a hold of you. I'll put you in touch with my friend who has this one under contract, and you're welcome to negotiate direct. But again, I'm not a flip guy, but if I was, I would be all over it. And if you are that man or woman, then this one would be an incredible opportunity, at least to review. I'll show my favorite photo one more time. I just love this view. That is something. That's Vegas right there. So anyway, guys, if you watched this whole video or if you watched all 4 of these videos, today you've seen properties in Draper, Utah, Denver, Colorado, Las Vegas. Hope you enjoyed it. Something for everybody. Thank you for all that you do, being a part of our community here. It really does mean a lot. It's an honor to get to buy these properties. It's a blessing to get to share this data with you. And we'll hope to see you on the next one.